Hi there. So welcome to Candy in Iceland. I thought it was a little bit funny that many of you, when I was doing the grocery store bonus last weekend, there were a lot of questions about the Icelandic candy, and people were obviously very interested. And some people had tried out some Icelandic candy, loved it, and saw their candy or what they tried when they were in Iceland, and so I thought it would be fun to do something candy oriented. I'm gonna sacrifice myself and try out some candy that I've never tried before, right? And try out some candy, have a chat, maybe somebody wants to be a part of, join this live stream and talk about candy or Icelandic candy in general. Not sure, but I just thought it would be fun. It would be a easy live stream from home, and I would just buy some candy and show it to you, try it out, and talk a little bit about some of them, maybe. Hi, Joanne. Anything with caramel? We are more licoricey here in Iceland, but we have a couple of things that are caramel based. And hi, Jill. Hi, Jahi, and Jocelyn. And and if anybody is a particular candy lover, I'm maybe going to send you a link, and you can maybe join the live stream. Just have a chat about the candy and what you loved about it, maybe when you visited, or if you have some interesting story to tell. It would be fun to have you join. And hi, Peter. So I bought a whole lot of candy. Not sure if you see everything here. Some opal þristur, which is a chocolate with licorice. Probably for some reason, when there are like competitions or votes, if what's the best Icelandic candy, that's usually this candy bar. I'm not a big fan. I like another licorice chocolate thing here called Draumur or Dream, and but that's another story. Hi, Lynn and Annabelle. Hi again. Do kids like licorice? Yes, but usually, like the younger ones will maybe. I think it's you start with some kind of maybe just plain chocolate, and then you grow to love the licoricey things. Hi, Alexa and Alex and Janet and Bob. Oh, excellent choice, Bob. Bob is saying here that he just booked for Iceland for Christmas through New Year's. Good choice for a holiday. Just remember that there's a lot of places going to be closed from around noon on the 24th December until the 26th. So just keep that in mind. Maybe have a quiet day for the 25th of December. Don't have much planned then, or something like that. Maybe just to walk through the streets of Reykjavik. Hi, Angie and Maria and Suzanne and Emma. Hi, Lisa. I'm a professional, so I think I won't be sick after eating, but I'll just nibble on a couple of things. So what candy do you love? Karen loves Hraun, which is like a chocolate biscuit thing called lava bars. When they are marketing for like if you're doing the duty free, then it's called lava bars. And hi, Tim and Sue. So what should we try out? We have I included this one. This is a Polish chocolate, but it's got a funny history in Iceland. Mundlur. This is a caramelly thing, sometimes called lava drops. When we're in the duty free, it's called lava drops. And some fish jerky, because I look at that like a candy. Instead of a pack of snacks or something like that, or then I nibble on this sometimes. Of course, much healthier than a actual candies. And then we have some Icelandic licorice. This is a very, very popular thing. Licorice, salmiak, a little bit of marzipan. Let's marzipan again. Marzipan sweet. Yes, marzipan. Okay. Hi, Gary and Jennifer and Shantae. You were always asking for. I should be able to block this. Fish jerky, Julie, you should try it out. This is actually a perfect thing when you're maybe visiting Iceland. When you're driving somewhere, this is a perfect thing to nibble on. Much healthier than a candy, but yeah. And hi, Jan. Where do I recommend to buy it? I just go to Bonus. It's the cheapest option. Grocery store, Bonus or Kronan. You can go to some like candy stores, like there's a grocery store called Hagkaup, and then you can basically like have a bag and you can choose from various, like a collection of candies. But maybe with the raised awareness because of COVID, then people don't want open like plastic containers full of candy, and everybody touching the same candy boxes and stuff like that. Maybe that's one of the things that will change after COVID. Not the yeah. From Sigurveig. And does fish jerky taste very fishy? A little bit, but not, it's just like it's hard to describe that. It's crunchy. It's like beef jerky, just with fish. Juanita likes Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter is a perfect thing. We actually have that over here. That's a perfect example of this fascination we have with licorice and chocolate together. So there's a little bit of a sugary coating. Then we have the licorice ball inside, and then chocolate coating. So it's a perfect example. Hilda loves these. Also, this is a fun one. Omnom, they are doing chocolate here, all kinds of various different types. I decided to check out sea salted almonds today. They export to the US and to Europe, I think. So this is and you can actually visit like their factory or small, and so you can do like a chocolate tour when you visit Reykjavik. So maybe that's something that Carolyn is saying, we appreciate you making the sacrifice for us. Yes, thank you. Well, somebody's got to do it. There were so many commenting and talking about the candy when I visited Bonus, the grocery store. I couldn't resist in doing something candy oriented. Is fish jerky a specific type of fish or whatever is available? It's usually 3 types. The classic ones are just cod and haddock. And you can actually see them. You can usually see them here. So this is traditionally cod. You can buy this as in bonus, cost about $1,000, maybe $80, $70, full bag of this, and it goes a long way. Yeah, cod, haddock, and sometimes ocean catfish. I wouldn't recommend for that for newcomers to fish jerky. It's a little bit more oily, a little bit more acquired taste, but the haddock and cod is perfect. We sometimes try it on our Reykjavik food tour that I do, and sometimes people love it, sometimes people don't. I know people that have bought bags of this. It's a perfect snack if you want to be a little bit healthy, and just this is full of protein, of course, and just a healthy snack. Bakaten for filling. No Serious is like one of the classic candy factories of Iceland. Been going on since for around 100 years, I think. What has it been? I was trying to Google it real quick, but there's no, in the About Us, there was no info about that, how long they have been. But founded in 1920, finally. Wikipedia comes to the rescue. So it's 101 years old. And my mother used to work in the factory for, I think, 2 or 3 years, like in that candy factory, around 60, somewhere around, was it 68, 70, something like that, 1970. Guna is asking me about the special tendency to eat licorice sweets in Iceland and actually in Scandinavia. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Ben hits we really love harðfiskur nice with butter. This is a perfect example. So we didn't have a lot of grain here, not a lot of things that grow here, so we didn't have a lot of bread for centuries here in Iceland. So this was like the side dish for a lot of foods. You would have like a little bit of this fish jerky on the side, and then you put butter on top of it. That makes it a little bit more. It can be a little bit dry, and then that would be like your bread. You'd eat that the fish jerky with the butter, and that was like your bread along with the soup or whatever you're eating. And let's check out the fish jerky. Yes, there is a little bit of a fishy smell when you open up the bag, but it's actually, it's just dried fish. To make like 100 kilos of fish or 90 kilos of fish jerky, you need about a ton of fish, because the drying process basically wipes out a lot of the, all the water and so forth. I can always go for fish jerky. Hello, Ricky, and Peter is asking, do you have a favorite chocolate from a different country that isn't available in Iceland? It's probably after 8 and limited quantities, or limited. I can go through a box of that. I like pepperminty things, and after 8 with a good cup of coffee, after nice dinner, maybe with a beer, some dark malty beer, perfect. And yes, the fish jerky is quite crunchy, and it tends to, Hilda doesn't really like fish jerky when I'm eating that in the sofa, because it can disperse or go everywhere. Haribo are quite big in Iceland. Yeah, usually there's a couple of stands of that. So yes, my boys really, we buy like a bag of these, like of that gummy bears or something like that, and we actually have a box in the cupboard right now. Hi, Amy. Did I already talk about Icelandic licorice? No, not really. We're just getting started. We're just having a chat. Mark, send us a big box. Mark was telling us he works for Haribo. So yeah, we are. It's a common thing to buy like we have a super bag of those. Like pacifiers or gummy pacifiers or something like that, or gummy bears or bears or something like that, and it's a common gift to bring when you go to the duty free when you're traveling back home. So what do you want to try first? What do you want to see first? Icelandic. I'm interested in what they say here about Icelandic licorice. They're trying to sell all kinds of. Let's see. There's a BusinessInsider.com is talking about step into any Icelandic gas station or grocery, and you'll find at least 75% of the candy contains black licorice powder, or. Well, I'm not. Don't think it's 75%, but it's pretty big. Okay, let's start with this one, Prince Polo, the classic chocolate wafer thing. It's really strange that Iceland was a relatively closed country, or had strict rules for many things. Basically until 1980s. For example, beer was banned here from 1915 to 1989, and some candies were banned, and chocolate was very hard to import. So. There was a trade agreement with Poland in 1955, and they were buying fish from us, and we needed to buy something from them. And there was a ban of like importing candy and all kinds of stuff. But the wholesaler discovered that he could brand this chocolate bar as a biscuit. It would be like just a simple biscuit, a wafer. Not a candy, but as a biscuit, and it went ahead. They succeeded in importing this to the country, and this soon became like one of the most eaten candy bars in Iceland. I think in 1970 we ate about 1 kilo of these chocolate bars. Keep in mind that one is 35 grams. Yeah, there was about 1 kilo or more eaten by each Icelander 1970. It's down to half a kilo today, but still, this is a very popular thing for us to sample and eat. This is always a bonus. You can buy like a 4-piece of this, and yeah. So they just marketed this as a biscuit, as you see. It's like a waiver. As I said, this is like if I think about Icelandic chocolate, I'm talking about Icelandic chocolate, I think Prince Polo would pop into my mind, even though it's Polish in origin. I think it would pop in like number 3 or something like that, for sure. Kitkats. Yes, we have something. We have some Angel is like all of Kitkats instead of an Icelandic candy, similar to Kitkat. This is not so far off to Kitkat, right? This is like a couple of layers with a chocolate. So biscuit, chocolate, biscuit, chocolate. Exactly, jelly. Christian is asking, is peanut butter big in Iceland? No, not really. But of course, Nutella, there are some Nutella lovers out there. But that's not really peanut butter. But yeah, it's not a big thing in at least around me. I don't think it's a big seller in Iceland. Caroline, so no licorice flavor in the Prince Polo? Nope, we're not getting there yet. No licorice there, but it's like a perfect snack. The combo was usually like a Coca-Cola, like a bottle of Coca-Cola, like no cans or anything, like a small bottle of Coca-Cola and one Prince Polo. Prince or Coke, that's like a famous combo. When you went to the like buying from a small market or a candy store, you would buy like a Prince or Coke. Joel is calling it. We call it gofret. These chocolate bars, Prince Polo. Samantha is saying licorice not for me. Well, Samantha, have you tried the Icelandic licorice? It's just a completely another ball game. Some people I think it's in some of the like Sweden and Norway, they have a little bit of saltier licorice. But here it's a little bit more sweet and a little bit more just and this combination of this chocolate and licorice is I think there are 3 countries in the world that are so crazy about this combo, licorice chocolate, and that's Denmark and New Zealand and Iceland. So not sure what the connection is, but strange enough. So what do you want to try next? Bag of Jupiter. I usually have a bag of this, like when we're doing a food tour, so I can disperse this so people can try this out. I know some people that have gone to the grocery store and bought a bag of this. They have sent me an email. Thank you for the food tour, lovely, excellent tour, and we just bought a box of this to bring back home. So some people fall in love with it. So it's a simple white round-ish thing. Oh, the things I do for you. So this is exactly that. So you have the licorice, like the inner circle is licorice. Then you have chocolate, and then you have this sugary stuff on the outside. So Janet is actually saying, do you have hard licorice candy covered in sugar? This is a perfect example of that, but just with chocolate also. So licorice, chocolate, sugar. Called djúpur, or the deep. Pretty good. Facebook user, do they have red licorice there? No, not much of red licorice. It's usually black. Djúpur, this is something that you have to put on the bucket list when you're able to travel. What's next? Should it go straight for the gold medal? No, let's wait with it, right? So these are basically sugar-coated caramel drops, or caramel, sugar-coated caramels, and called lava drops. So it's very simple. It's just brown caramel filling, and then sugar outside. Have you noticed that a lot of the candies are named after some volcanic activity or something like that? Ben is asking for some rain. Like I told you earlier, this is called train lava, and you can see it on the packing. This is similar, like the Prince Polo, like wafers, chocolate wafers. So looks like a lava rock, kind of, just a yummier kind. Ben, can you feel the taste? There's also like these crunchy bits on the outside that causes the. So we have these wafers, but then we have these like Rice Krispies, like on the outside. I think it's pretty cool. Rice, yes, this is Rice Krispies, kind of. Samantha is saying, I like æði. Yes, I have actually cups from the UK. Okay, I'll put that on the list. Æði with a coffee. Yes, that's a perfect combo. I actually have æði in the cupboard. I forgot to bring it out. So æði is like similar, like a chocolate wavery thing, but just like with Coconuts, like sprinkles. Chocolate nut combos, yes, we are at least I really like nuts and raisins, like chocolate with nuts and raisins. And Edith is saying they look a little like toffee crisp. Well, the toffee crisp has like this more like caramelly thing in between the layers, but this doesn't have. This is like just like straight wafers, and then the Rice Krispies on the outside. So a little bit of a crunchiness. Same Karen, Lion Bar. I think Lion Bar also has like a little bit of a caramelly or sugary. This is just plain wafers. So has anybody been to Iceland and is crazy about Icelandic candy that would like to join me here? Do you have a webcam? I like to do experiments. So there are 3 types. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So there are actually 3 types of licorice in it. So this is just a simple one, just a soft black licorice. Then we have this kind of roundish thing with a filling, marzipan. And then these layered, like marzipan, licorice, and Julie is saying, do you like all sorts? No, not a big fan of that. I think that's, the licorice there is not as good as the Icelandic. A little bit harder. It's just different and just not as good. But I like the just simple, just plain black licorice. And as I said, it's not sweet. No, it's not as salty. It's a little bit sweeter, soft. Doesn't attack you. We have already tried Hraun, lava. And then we tried Djúpur, deep. That's a small candy, licorice, chocolate, and candy. Then we have tried lava drops. That's the caramel thing with the sugar outside. We tried the classic Prince Polo that started in 1955. It was kind of like the first real candy that I remember. Candy was just like you get fresh fruit once a year or something like that. The candy was not a big thing when I was growing up until I, maybe, it was around 1980, something like that, when kind of like there were more candies available for you. The box. So this is the licorice thing that licorice all sorts, like a combination of licorice. Have we tried something else? No, we have tried this. And Prince Polo. Yes, I think we're covered. So Samantha is asking, are there any Icelandic Easter treats? I'm actually going to do a separate episode on that, but of course there are special Icelandic Christmas Easter treats. And I'll show you a real small example of that, like chocolate eggs. They have little sayings in them, but I'm going to show you. I took a couple of photos in the grocery store earlier. So this is like a what is it? 6 meters by 2 meters full of chocolate eggs, different types. And this was just one rack. Then we have another one over here, which is maybe 2 by 2 meters. That's from Bonus. So these are from the different chocolatiers. And then we have this one over here from Noe Sirius. So from different candy factories. So and this is probably like 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters. So different with licorice, with different looks. And so these are all different types of chocolate eggs. Everybody gets a chocolate egg, at least one before Easter. And then it's of course filled with some assorted candies inside, and then these pretty special, like a saying, málshættir, like a saying or something like that. Do we have a Easter bunny tradition? No, not really, but kind of, with smaller children. There's talk about, but it's not like a. Yeah, there's a bunny. There's a chocolate egg hunt, so you really hide the eggs, and the kids try to find them, but yeah, but it's not really like Easter bunny thing. Google licorice. Use the root of the plant. Iceland. It is your sugar fix. And Linda is saying, Tengdapappi used to send us the big Easter egg. Yes, I think that's a pretty common thing. You would send your relatives like these chocolate eggs. That would be a kind gesture for Easter. So what should we try next? What do you want to try out next? This is usually amongst the top things that people rank when they're ranking for candy in Iceland. But I'm going to show you one. Called a kokosbollur, or coconut balls, or coconut balls. Yes. So these are very soft. There's like this fudge inside of it. That's this is like a whipped meringue or something like that. I think it's meringue. Yeah, there's a little bit of coconut crunchy things on the outside, and then it's just like soft, not marshmallow. Janet, yeah, some snowballs. Yeah, that would be probably like an apt description for this. And I know that's one of the, Coca-Cola was huge here for decades, and this was a perfect combination with like a Coke. I don't drink really Coke today. I haven't done that for a lot of years, unless it's a special combo. Like, but this thing with Coke, perfect. Flødeboller in Danish. Flødeboller. Yeah, that's exactly the same thing. Flødeboller. Flødeboller. Been a while since I tasted that out. Actually, you get into a habit when you buy candy, you buy the same things. But yeah, been a while. Angie, besta í heimi? Mjög gott. Þetta er mjög gott. Draumur. This is kind of like my go-to thing. Like if I sometimes try to not buy any candy for some couple of weeks, but if I buy something, this is probably like a box of that. Do I have a sugar high yet? I'm getting there. I'm getting a little bit wobbly. No, I have a high tolerance for candy. So again, this is called Little Dream. This is chocolate and licorice. And you can buy like a big bar of this, like a Big Dream, it's called. This is, basically licorice straw, like a licorice straw, which was a very common. I was trying to find a licorice straw for you because I wanted maybe show you that with appelsine, which is the orange soda that we have, like instead of our Fanta or soda drink, like an orange soda drink, appelsine. And then you would have this licorice straw that you would put inside it, and then you would drink the Fanta or appelsine through the licorice straw. Another special Icelandic combo. This is quite good to munch on when you're watching telly. Janet is saying, I always buy after 8 chocolate at Christmas. It's my tradition. Same here, actually, Janet. I'm really fond of having a big box of after 8 before Christmas. But then we have also like this assorted confectionery, like a box of different types of chocolate with different fillings. And my preferred go-to manufacturer is Nói Síríus, the same one that makes Nói Síríus. Anything here? No. Well, it's one of the most common manufacturers of candy in Iceland, called Nói Síríus. So like a confectionery, like a box of confectionery, you can buy different sizes and 1 kilo or whatever. And that's a very common thing to have, like a box of that, and people are choosing their preferred little piece of that. Similar like a Macintosh, or what's it's called now, Quality Street, but better. Uh, Shelly is asking, which is more popular, milk or dark chocolate? Milk. Dark chocolate is a little bit on it's rising. People obviously know that dark chocolate is better for your health, but milk chocolate is like the preferred thing. Do Cadbury's have a big presence in Iceland? No, not really, but Quality Street or that thing has is part of Icelandic Christmas. A lot of people buy like a case of Quality Street or for Christmas. White chocolate bar. We don't have a lot of white chocolate, to be honest. That's not a very common thing in Iceland, but it's been a long time since I actually tried, had white chocolate. I believe Omnum has a. I believe I've tried some version of that, but it's not very common in like a bonus or something like that. You need to go to a special confectionery or Hagkaup or something like that to really buy it. But I'm going to give it a thought, Janet. Get back to you with that. This is a very popular thing. There's a little bit of glow here called Malt og Appelsín. This is like a Christmas ale, Easter ale. This is a combination of the orange soda, Appelsín, that I talked about earlier, and malt extract. And, for Christmas, you would drink I would drink that with my glazed ham and smoked leg of lamb. That would be like, hátíðaröl or Christmas ale or jólaöl. And this is available year round now, but usually the highest peaking months for this are around Christmas and Easter. So it's also common as we eat like big meals during Easter, then that's also a tradition. So it's a very dark drink. Hints of orange there. Maybe you see it. And it's a bit malty, but the combination of this orange and maltiness just this brings back Christmas to me. Always, when I get a taste of that, then I think about the glazed ham and start salivating. Justine says, what's the favorite candy of everyone in your family? My Hilda, that's Þristur, the chocolate covered licorice thing over here. This scores usually highest in many competitions or surveys or something like that. My two boys is probably some kind of like a Tristir, the guy that turned 3 yesterday. It's for sure chocolate. That's his favorite. It can be in any form, just chocolate. But I think it would be like some kind of gummy bears or something like that for my 5-year-old, Odin. For me, for now, for the last couple of years, it's not an Icelandic candy. I have to be honest. Sorry. is this one over here. This is salty soft licorice. I'm from Sweden. Melanie, no, Icelandic licorice tastes nothing like American licorice, I believe. So, the klattar, but it's just I can go through a couple of bags of this easily. Just a soft licorice with a really salty outer layer. Gives me a special rush. Do you have hard candies like rhubarb and custard or sherbet? Yeah, for sure, but usually like harder candies are like more like just like a brjóstsykkur, like a well, just hard candy. Not I don't know the English translation for brjóstsykkur. It's like a yeah, sugary, like a lollipop, something like that, just with individual pieces. Yes, Manda, there are some places that are selling Icelandic candy. I know nammi.is is one of those, but there are also other companies that are shipping Icelandic candies. Believe one of them is cheaper than Nammi. I'll post the link after this. This is another special thing. Opal. Has anybody tried, the strong stuff, like the opal shots? Like having shots of this licorice vodka? Anyone? Opal. So, and you put that into vodka, and then it turns licoricey like I remember that sometimes me and others, you would put it into lanti, which is like the distilled by yourself, and then you put a lot of licorice into it, and then taste it a little bit better. And I saw just they were opening up so it's like a bootlegging thing. Moonshine would be the right word I was looking for. So the look of it, I'm going to show you. So this is like the vodka shot that I was talking about. You can also make it from topaz and opal. John, no, I would not recommend that with brennivin. I think that would. I've tried it a couple of times, and it doesn't really mix together. I think to put the licorice with the brennivin. Brennivin, of course, got a really unique flavor to it. And this is the most common version of it. So it's like this red bag, and yeah. Alexander segir mjög líkar rjómasúkkulaði með saltlakkrísflugum og sjávarsalti. Well, I have this is probably the one that you're referring to, Omnom. They have so she's saying basically she likes milk chocolate with salty licorice bits and sea salt. And they have a version of that, Omnom. Julie is asking, is the poster behind you the view from the clock tower? No, this is a drone shot, so it's even further up. So this is Hallgrímskirkja over here. So this is a drone shot taken behind Hallgrímskirkja. Does everyone have dental insurance? Yes, kids have that. We grown-ups, we have to pay extortionate amount of money for our dental work. So these are the Omnom thing. I like their packaging. Sea salted almonds. Okay, so it has broken a little bit, but you can see it has yeah, they are using ingredients, so you can go for like a chocolate factory tour and make your own candy bar also. So you have like a mix, you can put like sea salt or licorice and mix that all together. I'm hoping to do a live stream there maybe sometime soon. Soon is a relative word. So this is almonds and sea salt. Please share my link again. What link are you referring to? Are you talking about the candy or tipping or? Quite good. The opal is a little bit strong, so, but the chocolate is getting through okay. Of course, Joan. Thank you. Yeah, if you wanna tip me, reimburse some of the candies, which I'm having to sacrifice myself for you, then maybe you'd like to buy me a coffee, or this is also the PayPal. PayPal me, YFIR Iceland. And if you want to join our Patreon club, where we have we're going to have at least twice weekly meets on our private like Facebook group. Let's call it the Valhalla Patreons. We also have a book club there, and I'm scheduling. I'm working on a private folklore experience for those guys. So maybe that would be something that for you to check out. And of course, you can always check out our YouTube and check out some earlier. We have done streams since December, whole lot of streams, all kinds of streams. So maybe that's something for you to check out. So this is usually the most reviewed Icelandic candy bar. I'm not a big fan, to be honest. I feel it's a little bit, but Hilda loves those. Þristur or threes. And I'm not sure if you see this, but so there's a thick licoricey center, a little bit of a caramel layer, or a little bit. Yeah, so there's a caramel layer, there's licorice, and then you have the chocolate. I think it's the caramel thing that I don't particularly like. But it's yeah, now I'm having a little bit of sugar rush. Am I saying they sell it at the Whole Food in USA? They sell this in Whole Food chocolate. Are you referring to Þristur or many of the others, or World Market? Justine found it on the World Market. I found Iceland chocolate at World Market. Justine is saying free market store near me carries Omnom. I'm going to show you this before we head off. We're going to check out what the saying is. And as I said, we're going to have an Easter live stream where we open up like a big chocolate egg and talk about the Easter traditions. I'll tell you some stories. And just a basic chocolate egg. There's always like a saying, like a fortune cookie kind of thing with Iceland. Umgengni lýsir innri manni. Umgengni lýsir innri manni. That translation is basically, if you keep a clean house, it shows that you're an orderly person, kind of. Umgengni lýsir innri manni. So if you clean after yourself, it shows that you're a dutiful person or good person, kind of. The Easter egg live stream is on the 3rd of April. So during Easter, basically on the Saturday during Easter. We have a whole lot of events coming up. We're going to check out the Museum of Sorcery and Witchcraft. This Tuesday, we're going to have a chat with Anna. That's going to be a really interesting chat. Unfortunately, we have to go northern light hunting, I think, next Sunday instead of Wednesday or Thursday. I have a little bit of a situation, so I need to push that back a couple of days. On Saturday, we're going to go around the world. There's going to be a whole lot of guides doing tours from called Travel From Home. You can check out all these events on my Facebook page. And yeah, on Saturday. Then we have on Sunday Northern Light hunting. What do we have more? I'm starting to forget. Of course, we're going for the Golden Circle. That's going to be a crazy, fun thing to do. Going to visit Þingvellir, the national park, Geysir area, and the Golden Circle, the Gullfoss, the waterfall. We're going to be live at least for probably 4 hours, something like that. We're going to check out the Einar Jónsson Sculpture Museum Garden, 24th. We're going to have a chat about coffee, crazy about coffee, and have a Q&A. Easter, 3rd of April, and then Icelandic lessons on the 7th of April. And then on the 10th of April, we're going to check out the lighthouse at Akranes. I'm reading it. Sorry, so many events. So yeah, twice a week, I'll try to be live and do some fun stuff with you guys. Let's see, Justin saying here, World Market, Query Iceland chocolate. So yeah, cool. So there's some place. Yes, Julie hit the nail. Cleanliness is next to godliness is the UK phrase. So umgengni lýsir innri manni. Cleanliness is next to godliness. When is the Golden Circle? It's on the 27th of April. So like 2 weeks from now. On a Saturday, we're going to start at 1. We're going to drive from Reykjavik, and then we're going to hit Þingvellir, take a walk there, Geysir, take a walk there, and Gullfoss, and take a walk there. So it's going to be like 4 hours, something like that. Stella, about the phallic museum. I've done a live stream about that already. So if you maybe check that out. It's on the YouTube channel, and you can also check out the, yeah, it's also on the Facebook page. So Your Friend in Reykjavik. So Kim saw, just found this link for UK, Treasure Iceland Sweets. Salmiak bitter. Interesting. Annabelle is asking, is ice fishing big there? No, not really. Not really. There are some that do it, but it's not a big thing. Do I go to church on Easter? Not me and my family. Not a particularly religious, to be honest. I'm a member of the Faith of Ásar, but that's more for history. Faith of Ásar is the Old Norse gods, but that's more because the government pays a little bit of money for each person that's registered for each faith. So I'm, basically supporting that they are building a temple here in Reykjavik, and hopefully that they will finish it soon, the next couple of years. Many different types of potato chips, crisps in Iceland. Yes, there are, but most of them are foreign. There's an Icelandic company, I think one, that does something about it. But I forgot. I was going to tell you a little bit just for the sake of it. Sorry about that. Scatterbrain over here. So these are earthquakes last 48 hours, and there were a couple of big ones, relative big ones. Today, about what was it? About 2:15. One was 5.4, and they were basically just 3-4 in a row. And it's all, they are always saying it's more and more likely that there's going to be an eruption. the magma chamber is slowly getting bigger. It's not big, per se, but it's slowly getting bigger. That causes all the quakes, and so a lot of people can't just erupt already. So the quakes, maybe stop or will not be as frequent. Ásatrú, Amy, yes, Ásatrú. Vicky, I'm going to talk about the coffee. I'm going to do Faith of Ásar, Norse mythology. That's have you done a coffee shop tour? I'm not a coffee shop, but I'll do a talk about our craziness about coffee here in Iceland. So there are several webcams that show the area that there's a possible volcanic eruption. This is one of those cams, very, very clear. And this is the mountain that's, like the dead center of many of the quakes. And when you're talking about this could be where the eruption arrives. This is another webcam over here that shows as you see, it's getting a little bit dark there. This is Mount Keilir. Here's another one that goes moves slowly. And they also have a heat camera over here that is monitoring for if the magma reaches this. It can basically, the lava can reach. One quake could cause the lava to reach the surface, but as I said repeatedly, we are very calm about this. This is in the middle of nowhere, flat land, so it's gonna be a nice eruption to just view and see if it erupts, if it will go through. They're asking me to post the link. I'm going to post the link. Let's do that then. Boom, 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 boom. Can I do it over here? Let's see if it does. Yes. I think it's popped into you. And the other one, where was it? This one. You need keep in mind that you need to click on the browser window. Annabelle, we had a chat. Oh yeah, so more detail about the Norse gods. Okay, that could be. We had a chat with the law speaker of the Faith of Ásar. But yes, let's have a chat about the Norse gods. Tell you more about them in detail. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Heather. It's just brilliant to be able to connect when you're simply waiting. You're waiting. Yeah, we've been waiting for now. 14th of March. What was it? 15th of March when the U.S. closed down. So it's been a year now. Really, not a lot of tourism in Iceland. What's the best restaurant in Reykjavik? Katie, that's a difficult question. Depends. Best in all things, or it's if I would have to choose one, just based on the top of my mind, it's probably the grill market, grillmarkaðurinn. But it's been a while since I've been there. It's a little bit expensive place. So yeah. Hi Yoshiro and Carolyn. Amanda, you're not the only one. The runes are quite confusing. They can be, at least. Or if you're talking about magical letters or just the runes, The runes can be interpreted in many ways. I'm actually thinking about doing a tattoo here based on an idea that I have. But yeah, the reason why I postpone it always is that I have to be completely sure about the layout of the runes. Tracy had amazing steak at the grill market. Yes, and they have this adventure course, so like a 7 or 9 course dinner. So you get a sample of a whole lot of things. It just blew my mind when I had it, but it's been a while. Yeah, so a little bit of a candy fyrir ykkur, what I do for you. And I'll think about some links for you to share some links and samples of maybe where you can buy some of these candies. Or maybe I'll do a photo shoot of the candy. I did that already. So bara takk fyrir mig, eigi góðan dag, have a lovely Sunday, and I'll see you on Tuesday, I believe, for the witch talk. Bless.